The sky turned blood red at 4:06 p.m. No clouds. No thunder. Just a deep, unnatural color that spread like ink in water. People in Central Park stopped walking. Phones were raised. The internet lit up with photos tagged #Redsky in all caps. At 4:09, all satellites went offline. No GPS. No news. No military surveillance. At 4:11, the first object arrived. It fell slowly, almost gracefully, through the sky above Manhattan. A black sphere the size of a stadium. It didn't glow. It didn't make a sound. It simply hovered, blocking out the sun. Thousands watched from rooftops and streets, pointing upward, unsure if it was real. Then came the pulse. A ripple of energy washed over the city. Buildings vibrated. Car alarms shrieked. Windows blew out. People clutched their heads and screamed, bleeding from the nose. Anything electronic fried instantly. New York became silent, dark, except for the setting red sun behind the object. The sphere remained still. At 4:16, it opened. A thin seam split across its center, revealing nothing but swirling blackness. And from it descended hundreds of shapes, sleek, silver constructs shaped like insects, each with long, curved legs and glowing eyes. They didn't attack at first. They scanned. Every person. Every object. As if studying the layout of the city and cataloging every human like a librarian filing books. Then, at 4:20, the extermination began. Without warning, the machines activated beams of pale blue energy that disintegrated matter on contact. Humans vanished in light. Vehicles were sliced in half. Steel melted. Screams filled the air. The military reacted fast, but not fast enough. Jets scrambled from nearby bases were knocked from the sky before they reached the island. Missiles detonated midair, intercepted by invisible barriers. Drones fell from the sky like dying birds. Washington declared a state of global emergency. Troops were deployed in every major city. But the machines were everywhere now. Rising from oceans, falling from orbit, crawling from the Earth itself. It wasn't an invasion. It was a reset. In a mountain bunker deep beneath Colorado, Dr. Helena Cross reviewed satellite feeds, one of the few still functioning. "They're not just destroying cities," she whispered. "They're cleansing the planet. Removing us like a virus." "What do they want?" asked a young lieutenant. "They haven't said a word," Helena said. "That is the message." By the end of the day, 200 million were dead. By the end of the week, entire continents were blacked out. Yet small pockets of resistance remained. One such pocket was led by former Air Force pilot Marcus Hale, hiding with survivors in the ruins of Denver. "We're not dead yet," he growled. "They bleed, I've seen it. One of our RPGs damaged one. It leaked something. They're not invincible." He gathered engineers, hackers, ex-soldiers. They built jammers, analog weapons, cloaked bunkers. And they made a plan. Not to win. To survive. Just long enough to find out why. And maybe, if they were lucky, how to make it stop. Because something else had started appearing in the sky now. A second sphere. Larger. And it wasn't hovering. It was growing. Within hours, the new forms descended into the city ruins and began transforming everything they touched. Asphalt turned into translucent hexagonal tiles. Steel bent itself into towers of seamless symmetry. Trees reshaped into spiral columns. The land was being terraformed. Not scorched. Converted. And it was happening everywhere. In Siberia, a creature walked across the frozen tundra, and behind it bloomed a garden of colorless light. In India, cities turned into crystal spires. In Africa, deserts became lattices of floating black cubes. Earth was being overwritten. That's when Project Hades was activated. Buried deep under Nevada, it had been built during the Cold War, a last resort weapon. Not a bomb. A signal. A frequency designed to disrupt anything synthetic at the fundamental level. It had never been tested. And it could kill every digital system on Earth. But the president gave the order. The scientists hesitated. Once we launch this, said Dr. Renner, it's not just the aliens who go dark. It's everything. Planes, hospitals, water treatment, power. We go dark with them. Then we fight in the dark, said the president. Or we die in the light. At 3:17 Greenwich Mean Time, the frequency was broadcast. A low, warbling pulse, inaudible to humans, spread across the globe. The creatures screamed. Every one of them. They buckled. Twisted. Their geometry scrambled. Their structures flickered. One exploded. Another shrank into a single point and vanished. The sky tier rippled. And for the first time, something came through. A human shape. Roughly. Not flesh. Not metal. Just form. It hovered inside the tier, watching. Silent. Everyone who saw it reported the same sensation, being known. Every memory. Every secret. Every failure. It was not angry. It was disappointed. Then it spoke. Not in words, but thought. The old code was mercy. You were given chance. You did not heal. Now the core will rise. Beneath the earth, seismic sensors erupted. Something was moving. Not in one place. In all places. Simultaneously. As if the entire planet's mantle had a second skin, now pulling itself upward. Dr. Hammer looked at the data. Her hands trembled. It's not just terraforming, she said. What is it? They're converting the Earth itself. Not the surface. The core. Into what? She looked up, pale. A processor. A world brain. A planet-sized mind. And humanity? Just noise in the way. The pulse from Project Hades gave Earth 2 days. In that time, the survivors scattered. Some hid in mines. Others fled into the sea on submarines. A few even launched into orbit. But the rest stayed. Fought. Prayed. Watched as the world began to fold. And then, on the final day, a new tier appeared. Not black. Not silent. But gold. It hovered above Antarctica, humming softly. And from it came a voice. Real. Clear. Warm. This is not your end. This is your test. Your kind may still choose. Fight or understand. From the light emerged a single figure. Human-looking. Clothed in robes of flowing energy. She spoke in all languages at once. I am the bridge, she said. The reapers stopped. The terraforming paused. Time itself seemed to hesitate. She pointed to the sky. To live, you must change. Then she pointed to the earth. Or be changed.